his time. Well, Baldur's Gate 3 will eventually be there. And so, in the meanwhile, I thought, well, why not discuss the journey of a young scholar from Candlekeep who really wished he could have stayed at Candlekeep. Let's make a better would have wanted to stay scholar. Obviously I'm going to go for the mage. And if I have the choice, it would be the wild mage. Because it's like putting a little bit of spice on magic. True neutral? Honestly, it's just that I don't like the alignment system, and I'd rather that it affects my situation the least. I feel like it's like putting boxes, well, putting people into boxes, and I feel like people are more complicated than that. It's more about what they want, basically. It's, yeah. Anyway, abilities. Let's just get my mental statistic as high as possible. Go. Maybe a little bit less strength. Here we go. Yep. I'm ready to be someone who is a noodle and would rather keep reading books in Candlekeep. Skills. I basically have to go with the sling. I don't have the choice for that, but I want armor and identify, which seems like the best choices among those. And I want armor. It lasts for 9 hours, so if I want to have an armor on me during the whole day before I go to sleep, I need 2 of them. So that's pretty much all I'll do during the day. Great! Appearance. Let's just change the clothing to reddish with green accents, and here we are! I'm in my own voice set. Bloody hell, it's like everything is out there to get us! Here we go. Alright, let's get this on the road. Let's go with normal, since I've tried it out with a few friends, and anything beyond normal is a bit masochistic, as far as I'm concerned.
Nestled atop the cliffs that rise from the Sword Coast, the citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Farron. It is an imposing fortress, kept in strict isolation from the intrigues that occasionally plague the rest of the Forgotten Realms. It is secluded, highly regimented, and it is home. Within these hallowed halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls, under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father, he has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters, lovers and infidels, battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold, that of your true heritage. You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown. Lately, Gorion has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible,
Yo,
but your
Gorion,
queries
what's on your
have been in
mind?
vain. Your sole comfort is the knowledge that he is a wise man, and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless, his silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong. Today, Gorion has appeared more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day, imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel. He has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
Here we go. Alright, so I'm gonna guess that the inn has some kind of merchant that will let me buy whatever I want for the journey. Let's go do that. Let's do this. Fire bead heaven there, wind trap. Let's ask the man behind the counter. Okay.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Well, hello there, young one. Come to visit your old pal Winthrop, yeah? Well, don't forget the 10,000 gold piece book entrance fee as per Candlekeep's content, don't you know? Uh-huh. Ha! You always wear the big kidder, Winthrop. That gets funnier very nearly every time I hear it. Well, perhaps not quite so often. Ah! Just having a bit of fun with ya, my friend. Them monks may be walking about with poles in their ears, but you know you are always welcome here in my sight. Gorion did well by you, he did. Ha! So, is there anything I can do for ya? Some drinks, a room to sleep, anything to buy? Sure, I'm looking for like a sling and maybe a few ration potions stuff that would help me not die horribly on the roads. Sling, 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 here we go. And you have some rocks with that? Because apparently, oh, okay, it's bullets. I mean, it's a little better than just rocks. It's a little harder, I guess. Let's go with that. That should do it. Anything else I might need to use? No, no. Alright. Why don't you give me some fire wine, just in case I might need it. Apparently, it comes be drinked that way, so not what I expected, but alright. That's gonna be it for that, so I'm gonna have to find someone who sells potion. Oh, I might as well cast myself a mage armor. Just in case. Alright, so fire bead. What about you? Do you know anyone who sells potions?
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Ah yes, I'm back within the hallowed halls of Candlekeep, with this iron crisis upon us. The trip from Berigos was more hazardous than I care to relate. You're Goron's ward, aren't you? My, you have come within your own, if you would permit an old man jealous of you to say so. I left an unidentified scroll with Tetril in the inner grounds. You should have done examining it by now, so if you could fetch it for me, I'd be grateful. Grateful... I mean, sure. Sure, why not? Let's go do that. Inner grounds, huh? So,
Okay.
probably...
Greetings, young one.
Oh, that's you. Firebird has sent you to me, hasn't he? Well, return this scroll to him, but then you must hurry and speak with Gorion. He is waiting for you on the steps of the Central Library. I assure you, child, it is a matter of greatest urgency. Why do you... Like, you give me a task, but then tell me that what I should be doing is more important? Yeah, sounds like I'm just being the lackey. Well, at least I won't have to walk very far. I mean, couldn't you have just given him yourself at this distance? I mean,
Let's do this.
there you go.
So hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Ah, I'm glad to see that age has not hardened your heart toward an old man such as myself. I'll take all of your identifier scrolls. I have a great use of those types of scrolls. Here, allow me to cast a little spell on you. It will protect you from any evil you might meet tonight. Why should I meet you? Well, yeah, sure. Why not? Protection from evil. So... Anybody else around here? Linda. Hey, Linda.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
At last I am in Candlekeep, where I've wanted to be for so long. But now I wander the rooms here, moody and sad. What's wrong? I had a terrible adventure. For me, as well as for the man I love. If only that would be... You are Gorion's foster child, aren't you? Yes, I think I want to talk with you about it. Do I want to hear about it? Have you been to the infirmary? My fiancé is recovering there from the injuries he got in his last fight. Nope. He has an obvious injury. He lost an arm, but the wounds that are still troubling him are his memories of what happened during this fight. Yeah, I mean, if he lost an arm, yeah, I get that. And the condition under which he lost that arm, I'm troubled by it too. Are you? You see, I cut off his arm? It was the only thing to do. Wait, what? You chop off the arm of your fiancé, and you wonder why he doesn't understand? I'm not sure I can help you there. We were on our way to Candlekeep when suddenly a portal appeared in front of us. Monsters came out and started attacking. It was horrible. Sir Tron defended us, and it looked like if he would win easily. Then one of those creatures bit into his arm, dragging him toward the portal. He lost his sword. There was only one possible way to save him, and I used it. Otherwise, he would be dead now. Well, what about having you chat with him? Shouldn't we have talked about this right now? Why are you waiting so long for that? No, it is not that easy. Sir Tron proposed to me what seems a long, long time ago, and we went on this educational journey to Candlekeep. You have to understand, I am the daughter of a noble family, and never touched any kind of weapon. His gaze upon me when he realized what happened. Forgive me, but I do not want to talk more about it. I need to be patient. I hope that he will overcome his feelings. Poor Sir Tron, he is so brave. He grimly tries not to attribute any importance to the matter, but doesn't succeed in overcoming his feelings of horror. He is bound to his proposal to a woman he now fears, and he's trying to convince himself it is nothing to worry about. I still see that look in his eyes. I decided not to go to the infirmary until someone brings the news of his recovery, until he approached me himself. Huh. Sir Tron, huh? The infirmary. You know what? That sounds juicy. Let's go see Sir Tron. Infirmary, barracks, bunkhouse, clinic. Oh, that would be the clinic, I guess. Here we go. Okay. And let's be honest, if I can spend as much time as I can in Candlekeep, I will. If it was that urgent, you would totally, like, come and get me, right? You would just wait on top of the stairs or something.
Our rules are very strict.
Soon to be gone, will ya? Hi, Gorion asked me to teach you a wit about the finer arts of mass combat before ye leave. Can I pique your interest in with it, David? Fighting? Nope, I'll pass. Are you sure, little one? It would be best if you took the time to learn it now rather than curse your ignorance later. Gorion himself asked me to do this deed and I'll not offer it to you twice. You know, I don't want to, like, risk getting an injury, then having trouble on the journey, all that. You know what? Yeah, I'll be fine. Hi, you be as you've always been then. Worse than trying to talk sense into Ulrond himself. Now, there be studies that need attending to, and I'll not suffer a brat like you any longer. Sure. Let's go with that. Where's the... That's a thing. Sir Tron. Here you are. On it?
Yes?
What do you want? Let me rest. As you can see, I am injured. Are you Sir Tron? I'll talk with your fiancée. The poor woman doesn't feel well. I mean, yeah, if it's alright to say so when you're missing an arm, but yeah, sure. I know, and it tortures me that I am capable of helping her. It is like I'm paralyzed. What? My injury is no reason for my behavior toward her. I fell in love with a beautiful young maiden and proposed to her, and now... Yeah, what's your problem with all that exactly? Are you going crazy or something? In a way, yes. Since she already talked to you, it won't hurt if I do so too. Actually, I feel a great urge to talk about this with someone who cares to listen. We got into an unexpected fight. Everything was going well. Then all of a sudden, one of the creatures sunk its teeth into my arm. Yeah, I heard that part already. I wasn't able to free myself and it was dragging me toward the portal. There was a pain at my shoulder, and next thing I knew, I was lying in front of the portal, watching it close behind the last of the monster. Linda was standing beside me, pale as a ghost, my sword in her hands. She saved my life the only way that was possible at the moment, by chopping off my arm. What about chopping off the... Yeah, never mind. I'm not talking about the loss of my arm. That was the last moment the monster bit into it. What I mean is... So let me get this straight. Whatever bothers you is her sudden foresight and prowess. Not only did she understand the only way to save you, she also did it in a way, in what must have been a time frame of mere seconds, and all that despite the fact that she's only the daughter of a noble house. Am I getting this right? Yes, that's it. This is what keeps troubling me. She's completely inexperienced if it comes to fighting, yet she acts acts like a long-established knight. I couldn't have done it better had I been in her position. The sensible detachment she showed by cutting off another's arm, if it was the only way to save him. How much experience must one gain? How many friends must one lose in battle before developing this insight? She just did it when it was necessary. My poor Linda. Surely she is terrified. But how should I confront her after being so distant toward her? All she did was save me. Man, you guys have, like, the smallest problems ever, considering you just got an arm chopped off and attacked by a portal. So yeah, first thing you should do is go and talk to her. I know, it sounds crazy, but you should seek communication with Linda. It would help you both if you could talk about it. We tried talking, but it didn't work. Did you? Now I have to bring something with me when I go to her. If I only could think of something appropriate. So, what do you have in mind? A present? I can't think of anything. Anything I'd love to give to her under normal condition doesn't seem to fit here. I have to think about it some more. What about...
Yes?
Okay. What about, like, sword lessons? You know, this way you get to spend more time together and maybe she'll like that. I beg your pardon? This is absurd. She is a young maiden, innocent and frail. Oh boy. And she chopped off your arm with one hit? These things don't fit together, do they? Wait, I see what you mean. It is hidden inside her, isn't it? The gift shows differently in different people. Some know from early childhood where their path lead. For others, the revelation comes all of a sudden, as a great surprise. Boy. Yes, it seems the only way to go forward and leave this horrible memory behind us. She made the first step onto this path. To expect her to return to her former life would be cruel and unrealistic. And we'll go to her now. I'll approach her with an unusual present for one of her origin. My sword. Sure, pal. Whatever suits your boat. My body recovered a long time ago. 'Twas my mind that felt injured and wouldn't come to rest. You dragged me out of my thoughts of despair and thank you deeply. We are in your debt. Now I will go to her. Just go. Go. I'm eager to see how she will react. Is she really ready for this? I'm also bothered as to what I will tell her parents, who imagine their daughters on an educational journey in Candlekeep. Farewell, in case we don't meet again. May Tyr protect you. Hey boy. Well, I know what the next story I'm going to tell around the nail with Gorion or something. Hey, Priest of Ogma, any chance you sell
These
potion?
walls contain the world's knowledge.
So you are sick. You look rather healthy to me, but you never can tell. Do you need any potion or such things? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm looking for. All right then, take this potion. This potion? That's it? No, I have money to. Never mind. I'll find someone else.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, and if it isn't Linda. Ah, here you are. I deeply wanted to thank you. Tron came to me and he offered me the opportunity to become his squire. At first I thought he'd lost his mind completely, but when he kneeled down and handed over his sword, he told me it was you who made him understand and see what he means. It is the only way to overcome this nightmare. It will help us both to accept what happened. Maybe he will fall in love with his fighting squire just as he fell in love with the maiden once. Maybe. For now, he has a task as a knight, as do I as a squire. May Lathander bless you with all his power. Farewell. Well, at least I'll get the blessing of several gods if any of them were actual priests. So, Hull, any chance you know where I could buy potions? Hey kid, I woke late this morning and left my sword in the barracks before going on duty. If you want to get it for me, it's in the chest at the foot of my bed on the right side of the barracks. Quick now, before the gate warner catches me without it. You'll also find an antidote there. I think Dreppen needs one for old Nessa. Sure. Let's do that. I think the barracks were over there. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just go to the barracks, into a locker, and pick up a sword and an antidote. No biggie. Oh, hello you. Can I just... Yeah, I can go in. No problem. Alright, Fuller, huh? Let's do this. And a watcher. So, which one is, shit. Alright. On the right side of the bar, so here. Can I just pick it up? Like, oh, it's considered like I'm stealing? Seriously? Guys. No, does it just mean that I can't use it? Let's take it and see. Alright, okay. Yeah, no problem. Let's do this. You could probably... Oh yeah, I guess I see what he's going for. He wanted to still be at his post, so he couldn't leave it, but he still needs his sword. So that's fine. Thanks, kiddo. Gorion didn't bring you up half bad, did he? You're lucky to have grown up here in Candlekeep, to be honest. Sometimes I think that the world outside these gates has gone mad. Yeah, I don't actually want to leave, you know. What with all this fighting over iron shortage and all, Ems and Baldur's Gate will be at war before the season's out. Mark my words. Anyhow, I'm on duty. Here's 20 gold pieces for saving my skin from the chief. Wow, 20 gold pieces just to pick up a sword? Yeah, sure. The sword course is in need of people like you. Helpful. But you're still a kid. You need to work out a bit more. I mean, I know I look like a noodle, but, you know, magic? Like... Yeah, I get your meaning. But hey, you didn't tell Gorion, did you? About... what? That I had some beer while being on duty? That I offered you some? If your father knew I offered his kid alcohol and that I drank some when I was to watch the gates, he would be more than furious. Oh, come on, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm just a few years younger than you all. So stop pretending I'm like 12. Besides, I can drink alcohol, I'll have you know. So, you didn't tell anyone. No, yeah, you're safe. But don't forget, I'll keep an eye on you. Remember what you promised? You said that we would have another one in a while. Hey, sure, but not today. Yeah, I need to go, Hull. Goodbye. Ha! Go if you must. I suppose I should clean my blade, just in case. I don't want it to get rusty. Yeah, sure. You do that. Okay, yeah. Still go on a quest for some potion to buy. Potion to buy. Potion to buy. Hey, Reaver.
By Moradin's hammer!
I tried to ask you to clean the rats out of this building yesterday already. Up to it. Get in there. What? Yeah, no. 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 No, I'm not. I'm not cleaning rats. Gorion asked me on very important duty, so yeah, no cleaning rats. Sorry. What about you, John Dollar? You sell some potions?
Hey,
Hey there, David. I see you're up early this day. Well, your father, Gorion, asked me to a strange favor. Seems like he wants you to learn some fighting and asked me to be the teacher. So I hope you brought your staff with you. I have it in my hands. Seriously, how blind are you? Hostile creatures have... Yeah, that sounds like a tutorial. I'm gonna be good. Bloody hell, it's like everything is out there to get us. You did good, kid! Especially after Eric started firing those arrows at you. I'm sure your father would be proud. You should go to the Gate Warden if you want some experience in fighting with a group of people. You can find him just south of here. Out there, it can be pretty important to know how to fight with allies at your side. Yeah. I'll pass, thanks. What about you, Sister Sapientia?
You are welcome in my sight.
David, might I perhaps ask a favor? I heard that you and Gorion are leaving the keep soon. Did everybody hear about that? How did you hear that? What, I didn't know until half an hour ago. I have old ears, but I hear much. With all the troubles, the regular mail service has been terribly disrupted. I know that you and Gorion will be traveling far. Could I ask you to take a letter for me? If your step take you past the Song of the Morning Temple east of Bergos, I will have you deliver it to the Dawn Priest Blaze who resides there in the vestibule. Yeah, sure. If I go by that way, I'll drop by. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. I think I will have the chance that you will pass there. I will take the chance. And child, something tells me that what you have set out to do, you will do. So, yeah, sure. Thanks, sister. I can give only my thanks. My order discouraged the accumulation of wealth. We spend it all on books instead. Yeah, I get that. But my thanks are sincere. Sure, give me the letter. Thank you, David. Here it is, all wrapped up in oilskin against the weather. Remember to look after your feet as you walk. It is hard to get new ones. What? And have you seen young Imoan? We are due for another lesson in penmanship. Sure, I'll tell her if I see her, maybe. What about you, Priest of Magma? Any potions?
These walls contain the world's knowledge.
I'm pleased to see that you have taken to pay tribute to wise Alkmaar. Good day. Yeah, I'm starting to think that nobody is selling potions. What about you, Drippin? Anyway, any idea?
What do you need?
Flydia left one of her books in here again. It's in, hey, there, beside the cow. If you could run it over to her, then come back. I've got some plans for you. Why do you have plans for me? What's wrong with you? Let's just go and get the book. Flydia, I think I saw her somewhere. Over here you are. Couldn't you have just walked like 30 seconds and gave it to her herself? I have to do everything.
Hello there.
Oh, hello! Hey, have you seen my copy of the history of Alrua anywhere? Yes. You know how I can't stand the constant shuffling of Erythritzik feet up in the library? So I thought I'd get a bit of a fresh air just here. Just east of here. And, oh, I hate being so absent-minded. Please, if you find it, I really do need it back. I mean, yeah, sure, take it.
Hello there.
My book! Oh, you remind me of Gorion when you grin like that. Raising you has been hard on him, I know. But he says it's a toil of love, a toil of destiny even. Destiny? You must be a very special child. Yeah, normally when people call me special, it's not, yeah, never mind. Indeed, to draw such praise from a man of his silent nature. Here, take this little gem of mine. A gem? Maybe Winthrop will give you a little something for it. Winthrop? Winthrop. Oh yeah, the innkeeper. There's a bit of a paper stuck in the spine of this book. I just noticed it when I pulled out some straws. Is this yours, David? Oh, I see. It's addressed to Tama Venustas. Let me just pull it gently out. It tore. Oh my. This looks like the handwriting of Cameron, the scribe. Oh dear. It's a love letter. Let's just fold it back together, huh? David, I just saw Cameron by the library stairs. Would you mind? Do I have to? I've been running errands all day. You would be doing me and him a favor if you would, David. Cameron has been one of your staunchest supporters here, you know. When the keeper of the tomes didn't want you staying here, Cameron stood up by your father, and instead that you be allowed to live in the safety of Candlekeep. He's always been fond of children, which is funny since Gorion and I used to joke about Cameron being a bit of a cold fish. We never imagined that he would ever find anyone enough to his liking. When he met Tamaha, they were so much in love. You should ask Cameron about it. It's such a sad story. I mean, if I owe him, I guess I could do that. So, library stairs? I'm going... yeah. Storehouse? No, temple? Priest? Is that it? Kind of looks... yeah, I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be in Candlekeep, maybe? I'll just pass over here, see. No, it's definitely not that. Alright, let's just go over here. Chapter? No.
I am very proud of you, as I am sure Gorion is.
Go to Gorion and listen well, for without knowledge, life is a mere shadow of that.
Hey, it's me, Emmoen.
Oh, hey, Imoen. Oh, hello, David. Good to see you on such a fine day. Oh no, it's not. It's Wait, I'm talking to Cameron while Imoen is basically just. Yeah, sure. Oh, hello, David. Good to see you on such a fine day. Lydia found this letter in the spine of a book I was retrieving for her. She said it's a love letter, and she thinks it's from you. Now, why would you think it's mine? There are many books in the library, you know. Who knows what patrons will leave in them? I mean... the letter was addressed to a woman named Tama. You mentioned her the last time we talked. Oh, did I mention her? Oh, she was one of my assistant illuminators many years ago. I'm not surprised she was meant to be the recipient of the letter. She was very beautiful, and even better, very intelligent. Books that she has done illustration for are very, very valuable these days too. That letter only proves someone loved her and hoped she would open that book. Man, this place is, like, steamy. Yeah. Yeah, the writing looks like yours. That would be a little harder to explain away, I guess. Yes, you'll want. That's my writing. I might as well admit it to someone. I mean, who doesn't know at this point? Tama and I were lovers once. At least Imoen, who's right there, is listening to you, you know. But she felt trapped by the high walls, the very walls that helped me keep safe. She tried to persuade me that we should leave, but no matter what she said, I had a counter-argument. Finally, she went without me. I haven't heard from her since. You know, it might have helped if you had actually sent the letter to her. Perhaps, but she was furious enough that she forget to tell me where she was going. I had hoped that with time her anger would fade and she would at least write to me. That and writing letters to her helped me survive my grief at her loss. What you hold in your hands is merely one of many. I've had years to write them after all, and Tama is ever in my thoughts. That's one reason I headed out to the inn today. Today is the anniversary of her leaving me, and I finally decided... You keep track of that? Seriously? And I finally decided to do what she always wanted me to do. Change my routine, face my fears, and go out for a drink in her memory. Well, well, good luck! As I said, the letter is mine. Let me take in it. Oh, you open it? No, I didn't. Is your name Tama? What? Yeah, it was already open. I seriously doubt that. My seal is magically enhanced, so it could not have been opened by itself. Besides, there are smudgy fingerprints all over this. What? There is such a thing as respecting the privacy of someone's letters, you know? I do respect privacy usually, but no. You did know that placing the letter into the books would make people find them eventually. I mean, wasn't that the purpose of placing them there? Well, yes, but still, that is why I wrote Tama's name and description on the envelope, young David, so no one else would read it. Seriously? Is that also why you put perfume on it and it's scribbled little hearts all over it? But that's her perfume, David! I work on completing books, as well you know. Sometimes I open one up to find letters and whatnot inside, which in retrospect explain the origin of my idea. But not only that, it was all about 1-2 years after her departure, in which time I tried to locate her by asking newcomers whether they might have seen her, to no avail, as you can imagine. Yeah, great strategy. Then one day, I obtained one of the books that she had left behind, one she enjoyed reading, and I smelled her inside. Oh boy. I smelled her discreet perfume, and I imagined her wonderful hair too, and in the rush of the moment I heard her laugh. So the idea hit me. If I could find her in a book, why not make it so that she could find me in one too? I figured she would have the need for money eventually, and working as a scribe would probably be the obvious choice. Either that, or a trusty fellow scribe would find a letter and pass it on. So I started to hide letters in the books I copied that I assumed would leave Candlekeep. That must be the most convoluted way of sending a letter to someone I've heard so far. If I had such boldness, David, I doubt I would have even met Tama in the first place. I probably would have been out. Well, maybe not slaying dragons, but doing something that would have kept me far away from Candlekeep. Is that like your ranking in boldness? Like you go from bookkeeping to slaying dragons? What about... yeah. I would keep this letter, thank you. I'd rather you weren't running around with it. Where you're going, a lot of others might see it. No need to put more salt onto the wound. It was nonsense to put it into this book, but at the time I copied it, it didn't... No, it would never leave Candlekeep. This was what, 20 years ago? You weren't even born yet. If you happen to run across her when you leave here, you can let her know where she might find the other ones, if she hasn't already. Man, Oh, I almost forgot. I've got a little going away present for you. This nice book bag. I never go away anywhere without mine. Oh, wow, sure, that's nice. Oh, and here's some gold to put in your pocket for your journey with Gorion. Are you bribing me right now? You might need it. And to go have my drink. Have a good day, David. Hey, I'm surprised that stuffy old Gorion let you get away from your studies and chores. That old fiddle-faddle has snuck off too. Old Puffguts Winthrop was looking for me, but I've got all day to do his chores. You have time for a story today? No, I can tell you you don't. What have you been up to? I'm afraid I cannot chat today, little one. My foster father wished me to prepare for a journey. But, will not say where. Well, I mean, it's going to be out. But, yeah, that's about it. Little one, I'm not much younger than you. I thought you sure got tall fast. Relatively, anyway. A journey, eh? I never get to travel. Wish I could go with you. Yep, I really wish I could. Yes, sir. Sir? Don't sir me. Really do. Alright, I get the message. I'll ask if you can go with us. Oh, don't be silly. Gorion would never even let you finish the sentence. Especially after what that letter of his said. Or did I say that? No, of course I didn't. Never saw no letter. Nope. I'll just get back to work now. You had better go. Gorion is waiting. Well, Gorion, I really wish I could have bought potions, but turns out nobody sells them around here.
Oh, my child, I am glad I have found you.
It is very unnerving, I know, but you must trust me. It is very important that you pack your possessions so that we may leave Candlekeep immediately. Hurry, for there is no time to tarry. The keep is well protected, but not invulnerable. Yep, ready. Wow, didn't...
Listen carefully. If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them.
Oh wait, what? What's that?
Let's hurry, child. The night can only get worse, so we must find shelter soon. Don't worry.
Why are we traveling
Explain
at
everything
night?
as soon as there is time. Wait, there is something wrong. We are in an ambush. Prepare yourself.
You're perceptive for an old man. You know why I'm here. Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
Yeah, this is going to get ugly, isn't it?
You're a fool if you believe I would trust your benevolence. Step aside and you and your lackeys will be unhurt.
So, Gorion, who are these guys?
I'm sorry that you feel that way, old man.
Yep. Going away. Going away. Good luck, Gorion. Fight. You can do this. I'm all there with you. In spirit. That's a lot of people against you. Come on.
The dawn is especially cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible dream. Ambushed, you saw Gorion cut down before your eyes, and even his powerful magic could not stop the onslaught. It was his wish that you flee, but that does not remove the feeling of helplessness that now overwhelms you. Hand over your ward, the armored fiend had said. He was after you and you alone, but why? If only Gorion had given some clue. But now you are alone and lost. Candlekeep is near, but you will find no quarter there. The readers pay for their serenity with rather draconian entry rules, and without Gorion's influence, their doors will remain closed.
Seriously,
you will
they won't
not
let me
last
back
long
in?
on your own with your meager equipment. Perhaps you can get some help from the friends Gorion mentioned, the ones at the Friendly Arm.
Hey, it's me, Emmoen.
Oh, thank God. Sorry I followed you, ha! But never get out of Candlekeep, and those monks are such a bore. Never any decent coin in their pockets, neither. I saw Gorion, and I'm so sorry. Kind of figured something bad might happen to you out there. Yeah, how could you have known? Gorion did not even tell me. I accidentally read a letter on his desk the other day. You know, accidentally read. Yeah, right. Can't remember exactly what it said, but it might still have. It might be on his body. Oh. Anyway, I'm not going to let you wander around here all alone. Never let a friend down, no sir. Stick with you until you say otherwise, I will. You know, I really appreciate it. So come along, everyone. All right, and let's save that for today.